Well, here we are at the end of the extension, possibly the end of the collection. The grand total of figures out of the new 20 that people actually wanted? 3. It was 3. Christ. Hello everyone, MMC Fan here. Sorry for the delayed video. The fact that I wasn't even that excited to jump online and talk about these should probably tell you everything you need to know. But Bleeding Cool have released the images of the 2 October releases, issue 139 and issue 140, which at this precise moment in time are the last figures in the entire collection. And they're shite choices yet again. First up, we have issue 139, 90s Agent Coulson from Captain Marvel, which is due for release in October, but given the ongoing delays, there's no point me mentioning the exact date, as if the current delays persist, we won't see it until at least December. Okay, so this is another terrible choice from Hero Collector, but I'm going to say something good first, because I want to keep it positive. The Clark Gregg likeness here is much better than the likeness they had for issue 21, way back at the beginning of the collection. I also like the 90s phone accessory. I think that really cements which era he is from. This also is a chance for them to correctly scale him, because the first one was really underscaled and looked ridiculous. So I like those aspects. Okay, that's it though. Not only is it just a guy in a suit, but it's a repeat of a guy who has already come in just a suit. And there have been too many Captain Marvel figures as it is. Why this one? If you had to do another one, where's Bronchar to complete out the Star Force members? Where's the Supreme Intelligence, who was actually so important they got their own character poster? Or if you absolutely had to go down the man in a suit route, why don't you do one of the ones that people actually want? Like, people actually want people in suits, and these are Everett Ross, Obadiah Stane, Alexander Pierce, Justin Hammer. Hell, I'd take Jasper Sitwell over a second Agent Coulson. Jesus. It's boring, it won't sell well, it's not what we wanted. Moving on. Next up, we have issue 140, and finally, it's Pepper Potts in her rescue armor for an Endgame, the one that everyone... sorry, it's not. No, it's even worse. This is supposedly the end of the collection, and as things stand, it's Prison Star-Lord. Yay! Which again is listed as an October release, but will probably be around Christmas when it actually comes out. You know the outrage of doing Drax from Guardians 1 again, but just with yellow clothes, and how everyone hated it? Well, they've done it again. This time it's Star-Lord's turn to have a boring yellow outfit from a film we already have him from. I like the prosthetic leg. The likeness is okay, but otherwise a total waste, and not one I'm even bothering to get. And I'm a fan account. Like, this is my hobby, and I'm not getting this one. That's how bad it is. The neck also looks way too thick for some reason, and the outfit is even more under-detailed than Drax's. I mean, does he not have a prison number printed on the side like Drax did? Maybe he didn't, but yeah, it's just yellow. And why have they rendered him on an Avengers base? Why can they still not get this right? It needs to be a Guardians base, and it will probably be made on one, but not that anyone will buy it and find out. This company needs a Marvel fan on their team desperately, because God knows they don't have one currently. Here's Coulson with the rest of the Captain Marvel lineup. Far too many, and if they end with Atlas and not Bronchar, then they're going to look super irritating. And here's Star-Lord with the Guardians lineup, looking ridiculous as ever, over there with Drax, not even lit very well. And that's it. We've reached the end of this current extension. As I said, only 3 characters that people actually wanted. Endgame Black Widow, Endgame Captain Marvel, and the Outrider. And then 17 that we didn't. Some of them were cool. Ultron Mark 1 looked awesome. Valkyrie was a big improvement. But most of them we just didn't want, and they're just so bad. It's really, really demoralizing as a Marvel fan that you've got this company that has permission to make these products, and they're just churning out rubbish that people don't want. When this collection ends, and it will end eventually, it's going to be because of low sales. It's already ended in Italy, in New Zealand, in lots of other countries. And the low sales will be because the characters were bad, not because they ran out of good characters they could have done. It's just such a shame. So, looking at my prediction, I did actually call Agent Coulson. In an effort to try and get some right, I picked the most boring repeat imaginable, even more so than Ronan, and of course it happened. So I do get another tick. That's the only good thing about that figure, really. So I end this extension with 8 out of 20 in my realistic list, and what this tells you is that Eaglemoss picked worse choices than even I thought they would with my Eaglemoss hat on. So the $1 million question: will it be extended again? People ask all the time, when do we hear about if there are any more? The honest answer is not yet, but very, very soon. Hero Collector will either announce a further extension within the coming weeks, or Bleeding Cool, Previews Magazine, or Forbidden Planet, one of the three, will reveal issues 141 and 142, and then obviously we'll know for sure. Either that, or it's over, and this is how they ended it. Only the UK, France, and Australia are still going with the full set. All the other countries, they either have less issues, or Spain and Mexico are doing their own order, or they've just already ended. Personally, I'm hoping for an extension filled with new Phase 4 characters. Now that they've given us absolute crap like Phasing Ghost and Prison Star-Lord, I've come to terms with not getting them all, and I'm finding it quite easy to skip the ones I don't want. So I'd be happy to sit through more repeats until Yelena Belova, Red Guardian, Shang-Chi, the Eternals, etc. all come along. If it were me, I'd rebrand the collection at this point as the Marvel Studios collection as a way of getting Disney Plus ones in, and that would give them so many characters that they could do. But when do Egomos ever make smart decisions like that? I'm afraid it's never. So what do you think? Do you want an extension? Would you only want one if it had Phase 4 in it only? Would you rather they just did individual products every now and then rather than keep churning out all these repeats? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be really interested to hear what you think. As always, thanks for watching. You can follow all the latest Marvel movie collection news, if there is any more of course, on Instagram, on Facebook, by subscribing to me right here on YouTube and joining the discussion in the Facebook group too. I'll have more updates as soon as they happen. Keep on collecting.